Do you think you know the book of Genesis? Get ready to be challenged. In this quiz, we have 21 tough questions that will test your biblical knowledge like never before. Only the most prepared will be able to answer all the way to the end. Are you one of them? Stay until the end and find out. How long did the floodwaters prevail on the earth? A. 40 days, B. 100 days, C. 150 days, D. 200 days. C. 150 days. Genesis 7 verse 24. The waters flooded the earth for 150 days. Can you guess? Who was the wife of Lamech, the father of Noah? A. Ada, B. Zillah, C. Naamah, D. None of these? C. Naamah. Genesis 4 verse 22. Zillah also had a son, Tubal-Cain, who forged all kinds of tools out of bronze and iron. Tubal-Cain's sister was Naamah. Here's a tough one. Who was the first hunter mentioned in the Bible? A. Cain, B. Nimrod, C. Lamech, D. Esau. B. Nimrod. Genesis 10 verse 9. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. That is why it is said, like Nimrod, a mighty hunter before the Lord. Quick question. How old was Methuselah when he died? A. 900 years, B. 969 years, C. 950 years, D. 975 years. B. 969 years. Genesis 5 verse 27. Altogether, Methuselah lived a total of 969 years, and then he died. Think hard. What was the name of Abraham's second wife after Sarah? A. Keturah, B. Hagar, C. Milcah, D. Zilpah. A. Keturah. Genesis 25 verse 1. Abraham took another wife, whose name was Keturah. Challenge yourself. Who was Leah's servant, who bore children for Jacob? A. Bilhah, B. Zilpah, C. Hagar, D. Rachel. B. Zilpah. Genesis 30 verses 9 to 10. When Leah saw that she had stopped having children, she took her servant Zilpah and gave her to Jacob as a wife. Zilpah bore Jacob a son. Here's a difficult one. How old was Isaac when he married Rebekah? A. 20 years old, B. 30 years old, C. 40 years old, D. 50 years old? C. 40 years old. Genesis 25 verse 20. And Isaac was 40 years old when he married Rebekah, daughter of Bethuel the Aramean from Paddan Aram, and sister of Laban the Aramean. Dig deeper. Where did Abraham send his servant to find a wife for Isaac? A. Egypt. B. Ur. C. Paddan Aram. D. Canaan. C. Paddan Aram. Genesis 24 verse 4. But will go to my country and my own relatives and get a wife for my son Isaac. Here's a tricky one. What did Isaac plant in the land of Gerar, which yielded 100-fold? A. Olive trees. B. Fig trees. C. Vines. D. Crops. D. Crops. Genesis 26 verse 12. Isaac planted crops in that land, and the same year reaped 100-fold, because the Lord blessed him. Test your knowledge. Who was Rebekah's brother? A. Laban. B. Nahor. C. Haran. D. Lot. A. Laban. Genesis 24 verse 29. Now Rebekah had a brother named Laban, and he hurried out to the man at the spring. Think fast. How many kings did Abraham defeat to rescue Lot? A. 4. B. 5. C. 7. D. 10. A. 4. Genesis 14 verses 14 to 15. When Abram heard that his relative had been taken captive, he called out the 318 trained men born in his household and went in pursuit as far as Dan. Here's a challenge. How old was Noah when Shem, Ham, and Japheth were born? A. 500 years old. B. 400 years old. C. 450 years old. D. 550 years old. A. 500 years old. Genesis 5 verse 32. After Noah was 500 years old, he became the father of Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Can you guess? What was the name of Jacob's firstborn son? A. Judah. B. Simeon. C. Reuben. D. Levi. C. Reuben. Genesis 29 verse 32. Leah became pregnant and gave birth to a son. She named him Reuben, for she said, "It is because the Lord has seen my misery. Surely my husband will love me now." Dig deep. What is the meaning of the name Isaac? A. God is heard. B. He laughs. C. He fights. D. God is my help. B. He laughs. Genesis 21 verse 6. Sarah said, God has brought me laughter, and everyone who hears about this will laugh with me. Here's a tough one. Where did Jacob have his vision of a ladder reaching heaven? A. Bethel. B. Beersheba. C. Hebron. D. Penuel. A. Bethel. Genesis 28 verses 12 to 13. He had a dream in which he saw a stairway resting on the earth, with its top reaching to heaven, and the angels of God were ascending and descending on it. Challenge. How many children did Jacob have in total? A. 12. B. 10. C. 13. D. 11. A. 12. Genesis 35 verse 22. Jacob had 12 sons. Let's see. What was the name of Joseph's Egyptian wife? A. Dinah. B. Asenath. C. Potiphar. D. Tamar. B. Asenath. Genesis 41 verse 45. Pharaoh gave Joseph the name Zaphanath-Paneah and gave him Asenath, daughter of Potiphar, priest of On, to be his wife. Here's a difficult one. Who suggested selling Joseph to the Ishmaelites? A. Reuben. B. Simeon. C. Levi. D. Judah. D. Judah. Genesis 37 verses 26 to 27. Judah said to his brothers, "What will we gain if we kill our brother and cover up his blood? Come, let's sell him to the Ishmaelites and not lay our hands on him. After all, he is our brother, our own flesh and blood." His brothers agreed. Let's test your knowledge. How much silver did Joseph's brothers sell him for? A. 10 pieces. B. 20 pieces. C. 30 pieces. D. 40 pieces. B. 20 pieces. Genesis 37 verse 28. So when the Midianite merchants came by, his brothers pulled Joseph up out of the cistern and sold him for 20 shekels of silver to the Ishmaelites. Final challenge. Who was the first person recorded as getting drunk in the Bible? A. Lot. B. Abraham. C. Isaac. D. Noah. D. Noah. Genesis 9 verse 21. When he drank some of its wine, he became drunk and lay uncovered inside his tent. Last question. Who buried Isaac after his death? A. Jacob and Esau. B. Joseph and Judah. C. Reuben and Levi. D. Ephraim and Manasseh.